NYPD spent the early morning breaking up an encampment in front of City Hall. Protesters have been there for nearly a month. CBS News' John Diaz joins now live from City Hall in Lower Manhattan. John.
Yeah, well, Mary, the NYPD not saying exactly why they waited so long, waited until this exact morning. However, though, they did say, though, that everyone has the right to protest. Now, when it does come to the cleanup, though, if you take a look right here behind me, is going on right now. Police say this whole area will most likely be locked down, not just for days, but weeks as they clean the aftermath of this camp. As you can see, Department of Sanitation crews and transit workers are already starting the process. Cell phone video captures the moments hundreds of NYPD officers broke up an illegal encampment of protesters in front of City Hall. The raid happening about 3:40 Wednesday morning. One spectator taking this footage as officers swarmed the camp. Police making 7 arrests, and one person allegedly threw a brick at an officer but didn't harm him. NYPD's chief of operations says they gave protesters a 10-minute warning and it went, quote, smoothly.
It's been in the process for a while, and so we decided today was a good time to do it based on the number of people that were in the park and for the safety of our officers.
And what we saw change over the last few weeks was the gathering there got smaller and smaller, was less and less about protests, more and more became an area where homeless folks were gathering.
But protesters say the raid was far from peaceful. This woman was living here since they set up nearly 1 month ago.
We did not get a warning. They came in through the back and started to throw tables, started to rip into tents where children sleep there, families sleep there.
Many protesters arguing in order to make them vulnerable and get them to leave, fires were set on Chambers Street by someone set up by police. The NYPD denies those allegations.
We went over there to try to put the fire out, even though we didn't start the fire.
Since the murder of George Floyd in May, these protesters have been demanding better housing, help for the formerly incarcerated, and to defund the police. Well, many we talked with say they support the Black Lives Matter movement. They don't like what this camp has been doing. Happy to see graffiti and other remnants are now being cleaned up.
I think the protesters have a point. I don't like the vandalism at all. It dilutes their point.
I just think they should just camp out somewhere where you don't have to inconvenience society.
And many protesters who have been camped out here are saying that now that their camp has been broken down, they plan on heading back to the streets where they plan on hosting more rallies. We're live this afternoon from Lower Manhattan. John Diaz, CBS 2 News.
John, thank you.